I get the stream up from my side. The multitasking stream here. There you go. Right, I got everything lit up and ready to go. So I got my mic set up. Anyway, so welcome on into WAOF1 here on First Day League Division at the moment. We're in round number 16 of the season and we're in Sanford for this one. So 14 turns around the 4.2 kilometer long tracks, 2.6 mile long track. Consists of 14 turns, 10 to the right and 4 to the left. So this is not similar to what happened in Hungary. Not an easy track to overtake as well. It takes a lot of strategy to deal with at the same time. And my laptop connection to the Ireland game going too well. Anyway, so we got the stream up. So we got the runners and raiders for driver championship. Carsey's got his pretty much 10th race win of the season, if I get correctly with my stats. Let me have a look. Yes, that's his 10th race win of the season last time out with Gupta. Only another P2 for himself. Both of them is pretty much very consistent in the consistent places for there. Hold on, give me a couple moments there. In the constructors, McLaren is leading away with there we go. McLaren is leading away with 495. He's there 18 points lead over the Alpine team with 477 at the moment. There, the battle for P3 is getting heated up. From P3 to P5 separated by 9 points. Williams is not too far away at the same time. They're 27 points away from the Ferrari team. So let's see for this one. And Stuart decision from last time. It is evening Boko Haram. I'm pretty much doing a multitasking because my country, Ireland, is in on my laptop here. It's kind of like running both these in runs, but we'll try my best anyway. Evening to Boko there, and we got Carsey. No wait. Toby received a 5-second time penalty and a penalty point for the incident with Kev. And he also received 12 penalty points for the incidents with Hayes. So that would be 13 altogether, plus another 3 for both appeals. There, so he's up to 15 there. What was the record for him? Or 16? What's the most penalty points in WAOF1 season, if I'm not mistaken? Because I did see someone in the chat that said, because I think I counted on 1, 2, 12. That's 14, and number 2. No, wait, 16. My mistaken. That's right. Oh, the potential penalty check. Anyway, sorry, got off. I'm good. Yeah, hopefully it go better this time around, mate. And that incident was hard to watch. Like, absolutely, it was indeed. There, so we're waiting for Albo. Let me see. Where was he at the moment? Here, Whoopsie. Then me press triangle. It's up to 19 here. Albo's now in. There. Oh, that'd be a penalty. We're waiting. Ireland got the penalty. Sorry. Oh, sorry. There we go. Right, everyone is ready to go here. Sanford is very tricky on tyre wear, so from what I can aware there. So it's most likely going to be a 2-stop race all around here. So that's pretty much. Oh, Klaus is back in again from what I see. There, so my God. Welcome to the multitasking here, commentating the race here, folks. And from what I'm watching through the laptop, Ireland got a penalty. So good till it's not in. Let's see how it goes. So for this one, and again, it's like distractor, sorry. It's like over the penalty. Let's go. Nobody's in the commentary box. Evening, Robin Harvey. Sorry, I got sidetracked here, folks. Like, Ireland just scored from the penalty spot here. Republic of Ireland. So here, so now everyone is in the lobby here. So we got a couple of debutants here. Putnik comes in for the McLaren team. Plimbo is making his full-time debut for this season. And Albo making his debut. Thanks, Dylan, for putting up the stream last day there. So we got one word of note. Toby got a race ban due to license points that he received during the course of the season. There, and also received a quali ban. I think the round after next because of the sprint format. correct me if I'm wrong there, chat, if anyone in there, please correct me if I'm wrong there. And as far as I'm aware, Albo received a quali ban for not showing up the last time out. Oh, goodness me. So let's see what Kev can do going through as we start things off for the qualifying session here, using the overtake mode, leading down to turn number 1 here, Tarzan corner. We go as we downshift to 3rd gear through there. Now try modulate the throttle going through turn 2. This is turn 2 coming from the game. This is turn 3 in fact. The banking left. Now going through the S's of 4, 5, 6 and turn 7. A long right hander. We go for Kev as he going through turn 8 before going to turn 9. We go 3rd gear on entry. Now going through turn 10. We go. Forgot to mention, Carsey is not here this evening, so that would be, this is a golden opportunity for Gupta to get the champion, regain that championship lead. But what gap? That's the thing. Albo did retire, thankfully. Also, as Kev going through the banking, we go as he going across the line to start things off with an 11.313 as Watson gone fastest at the moment for the Williams driver. Jeffy's going to take the excursion through. Gupta is starting his lap there, so it would be JSS. I think he's completing a lap. No, he hasn't. So Steers has gone fastest. My goodness me, I forgot another Mercedes. As we go, is it Robert Haas there? Hilly gone fastest on the mediums there with a 109.752 for himself. Good stuff indeed. As Hayes doing her usual hard. Oh, 2-0. So moving the next one to cross the line. Sorry, he got sidetracked again. So movement is going to be, I think that is good to follow suit. Stick with Gupta for the time being. And as he's going through the banking right, we go. Let's see how he do for Gupta. He's gone, wow, nearly 9/10 of a second here, folks. As let's see Malmo as he's going through the last couple of corners. We go. Plaus not out of the pit lane just yet there. At this very moment, Raza doing the same thing as Hayes does. There, Halfer going through the double right-hander. So we go. As he going through turn 10, we go for the Ferrari driver. If you want to know my country scoreline, it's 2-0 to Ireland. Republic of Ireland there. So anyway, as Halford going through the banking, we go before going to the main straight for the reigning champion. We go P2 at the moment for the reigning champion. As meanwhile Gupta, we entered the pits there. I think that is, oh god. No, Tulu is currently on his lap at the moment there, as he's going through the back straight. Gupta is pretty much safely through to the next part of quali there, as he go through the penultimate turn before going into the final turn. Let's see what Tulu can do as he going cross the line. P2 at the moment. He's only 3/10 off from Gupta lap. There, Putnik is currently on a lap there. There's yellows. I think it is for the other RB. I think it was. No, the Red Bull of Movement has gone onto the gravel trap. We go. Let's stick with Putnik for the time being. There's another yellows there. That is for Movement. There. Let's see what Putnik can do. 48.4 through the middle sector. Let's see what he can do as he going through the penultimate turn. Bit of curb on the exit there, as he's gone up to P5 for the time being. Plalos is 23.8 through the middle sector. He's got a McLaren in front of him. That is Kev there, as this is going to be hamper Plalos on his lap there. Kev, to be fair, he's on a lap there, evening to Ryan Hayari there, as Plalos profession gone fastest at the moment, but I think that the dirty air could hamper him during the course of that final sector. He could be in around the 0.5s if I'm not mistaken. Now Plimbo, now on the lap there, as he going through the penultimate turn. So, well, 2-1 now. Not too, well, penalty or not. As Blimball going up to P8 at the moment there. I say Hilly could make it through with that set of mediums there. I'm not too sure at the moment, because Buckle is ever improving there. He's currently in the bubble here at the moment. Mamo is running P16 there. So at this very moment, it could be anyone that in the firing line of being knocked out in Q1 here. Now, let's see what Buckle is going into the pits there. Plalos retires, and pretty much rightly so on that one, because he. Let's see as we go with Mamo here. Plimbo currently on a. As he's gone onto the gravel, especially on the exit. Well, it went onto the curb before the exit. There, as he going through the SS, we go for Northern Irish driver. We go. He's only a 10th down through the first sector. Now you're going through the middle. We go as he. Be mindful on that curve, especially because a lot of drivers get caught out very easily with that one. Now, let's see what can he do through the middle sector. He's backed off. He's backed off there. So it is not an ideal situation for Mamo's case there. Fatih is currently on a lap there. JSS is on a lap there. He's a 10th up through the first sector. What's his best? 2 lap soft tires there. So Hilly retires. He might save with that, but P6 at the moment there. If I put on a commentator's curse, that's my bad there. In fact, as Goomba up to P17 there, with a 111.153 there. Fatty is currently on a lap there. He's a 10th down through the middle sector. As Steersy retires, he currently P6. He might safely through with that one. As Fatty's enters the pits there. Moomin's going through. It's going through the penultimate turn. Through goes the final turn. There, across the line, he's P10 at the moment. Hilly lap time might even be safe. Like, don't get me wrong, I might be cursing in at the end up. So Hayes is currently on a lap there. JSS up to P3 with 109.007. He definitely is safely through with that one. So at this very moment, oh, Hayes invalidates her run. That's not an ideal situation because her valid lap was on the hards there, and you got drivers like Mamo and Bocco can fully capable of being that time as well. Same. So that's, she could be in danger. But does she got? Yeah, she does got enough fuel on board to go for it again. So that's why she on a cooldown lap. There, Watson is currently on a lap here as he nearly inside the danger zone for, the drop zone, going through turn 10 we go. Vasilev retires in P7 there. Safely through with that one. There. Evening, Hilly, this might be a risky Eagle retire. You're keeping the soft tires for the race? No, I'm keeping the soft tires for the rest of the quality, mate. Let's see how it pans out for this one. Watson P10. There, you might even be safer with on the medians there, lad. As Flimbo is currently on a lap. Moomin is Moomin on a lap? Yes, he is on a lap there. Hayes started her lap, so we go with Moomin for this one. So at the moment, let's see how I go through the final sector. And as he going through penultimate turn through the final turn, I don't think he's going for it again, but Blimbo is. Blimbo is going through the final turn. There is yellows. I think it's for Mamo. It was. Yes, it is Mamo. I think that's Hayes coming up to that RB there. And thankfully Mamo just in time to move out of the way for her. So, does he got... I think he has enough fuel to go for it again, but can he cool down them tyres before it start up his final lap of this Q1 session here? Just under 3 minutes to go out of quality Q1 here. And what kind of... Hey, is she squarely through the final turn? And can she make it out? For now, at the moment, with a 109.747 there. At the moment, Fatty is in the drop, not in the bubble here. So, let's see what Mamo can do. As he's backed off for the time being, to be fair. Why he's choice, to be fair, because he take the excursion through the gravel trap, so he may as well have to cool down them tyres for good measure. Fatty had to start it his flying lap. There's a story around the Haas team this lately, because he's got 3 or 4 teammates here on the first aid division, if I'm not mistaken, and also say no, you're not. Siri actually called 314. Don't know what is that for, but well. Anyway, Fatty, we're going sidetrack again because we're going to take a lot of sidetracks because of corner of my eye. Early game still on. Fatty going through turn 10. We go as he going through there. No, let's see how he takes it through turn 11 through 12. We go. Buckle say, damn it, this is going to be tough Q1 exit to take. It's so close. It is so close indeed. And speaking of that, he's retired in P14 at the moment. Could be whisked into the bubble here. And he also, oh, about 4,000 of a second. That is close, almighty close. Now, Mamo is currently on a lap here. The time to beat is 109.803 from the Kickstarter of Buckle. Here, let's see, can he make it out of the drop zone into Q2 here. Going through turn 12 before going to turn 13. We go. Let's see how he takes it through. Go the banking right. Cross the line for Mamo. He's not good enough. Out of qualifying. There. What about the rest of the drivers? Here. Goomba is currently on the lap here. Jeffy is also on the lap. And Kev is also on the lap. Kev is up by a second. Let's see how you do for Kev as they're going through the banking right. Cross the line for Kev. Oh, he's at 110.275. He's for himself. Goomba, next one to cross the line there, and he's not improved there. What about Jeffy not? As they're going through turn 12, he goes. Going through 13 before the final corner. Let's see how he does as he going through there. Cross the line, and it's P17 for Jeffy Knott. So Mamo is out of qualifying. Jeffy Knott and Buckle back-to-back Q2 appearance for himself. That is good stuff indeed. There. So. Where are we? Here they say he's in the party with Mamo. He is crying. Well, maybe it could be driver of the day if he wants to. Like, and also thank you, game, for giving me that black screen of death. Mamo, Jeffy, Kev, Goomba have knocked out in Q1. And also, Albo has to serve a qualifying ban. Plalos is fastest of the drivers from Q1. There, folks, in case you have wondering. I feel for Malmo so much right now. He thought he was again. Let's see how he race pans out for Malmo. He maybe if he does perform well, it might be end up in the driver of the day conversation if he performs well. In fairness to him, so let's get to Q2 started here, folks. We've got 15 minutes, 15 driver, another 5 slowest. We'll be out of here, and it will be a top 10 shootout for Q3, but everyone is jumping out the pit lane here, folks. So let's see, Steers are going to be out on track here, folks, first, followed by the Red Bull, I think it was. Red Bull of, I think that is Plalos, shortly after, and my god, they got different kind of liveries. My goodness me. Then the first of a Haas, which is no, that's second of a Haas of that's Hayes there. So let's see. As we about to start up Q2 here, ladies and gentlemen. So, Steersy will begin the honours here for this one as perfect. That's alright. As just got notified that we're on TikTok. If you're on TikTok here, folks, give us a follow and like it through the stream. So if you're on TikTok, what? Hello, everyone. How you are doing? There. So. So, Steersy would be the first one on track here. As we're going through the back straight, we go 48.1 through the middle sector as he going through turn 11 through 12 for the Mercedes driver. The man is, I think he's just recently turned off turn off line there, and try looking to get improvement with no line, and he's start things off with a 109.3 as Plaus just beat into about 0.3 of a second there at the moment here, as both Haas's P4 P5 respectively for them two, as Raza next one to cross the line. As he's going through the banking as he going across the line. P2 for the moment. I think the couple of drivers on scrub. I think Plow is on scrub. Gupta is also on scrub. I think Tulu is not on scrub. He's on fresh tyres at this very moment of this qualifying session here. Watson Buckle P8, Watson P9 at this very moment. Plimbo about to start his lap. Putnik up to P8 with a 109.484 at this very moment. Plimbo currently on a lap. He's got an Aston Martin ahead of him. Oh, Jakers! That's Tulu. He's trying to get out of the way. Oh, he's in the facing the wrong way. Oh, dearie me. Hopefully he's trying to get the right way right. Oh, dearie me. He can't bout there. As Blambo going through turn 11 through 12, we go. As he going through the final couple of turns, he goes. Let's see how he does as he going through there. Oh, a bit sliding through the rears. Let's see how it does as he going through the main straight. P9 at the moment for the Aston Martin driver. Let's see. Movement. It's not. Well, let me have a look. Anyway, at this very moment, Tulu retires in the pits. He's fastest at the moment with a 108.934 at this far. So I would be interested to see how it goes. Plimbo is he on a lap? No, he hasn't. Haley back out on track. I think he's the only one not set a time on the Only one haven't set a time on the softs there. And Hilly is... he used the mediums to set his lap, and he's retired from Q1 very early on to try to get most of the soft tires in Q2 and Q3 respectively. So let's see how they fare for the Racing Bull driver who reserving for this evening. So as he going to start things off here, as he's starting through the main straight. Turn 1, Tarzan corner, downshift to third gear. On entry, he got a Mercedes, thankfully stay out of it way. Going for turn 2 through 3, there's a slidey moment through 2 and 3, especially going on, especially on the weirs. We go through the S's for Hilly. He's a 10th down through the first sector. We go. Now going through 8 and 9 before going to turn 10, which is a long left-hander. We go. As he going through the back straight here. Now, as he start the final sector, he's a 10th down again through the middle sector. He has the option to back off and put on the fresh tires at the end of this session, or will he go for it? He probably listened to my stream there. There's as he has the option there. I think I see a fatty went onto the gravel trap. I think that's a mistake through the curves there. There are a lot of drivers went onto the curb there, so luckily Fatty, you're not the only one there who does that mistake. Halford, one or two drivers haven't set a lap here. I think Moomin got word. Moomin is ill. If I don't mind. Moomin. Let me have a look. Anyway, Halford backed off from this one. Let's see what Hayes can do as she going through the back straight. She goes half a second quicker than her previous there. As she going through the final couple of turns there. Let's see how she can do as she going across the line to set a 109.191 there, folks. As Halford currently, I think he's on a lap there. As he going through there, cross the lane for no, he's going back into the pits there. So as Hayes return back to the pit lane there. Now take for let me see the TikTok chats here. As we wait till the final part of Q2 here. So everyone, welcome on in. Folks on TikTok, give it a like and share on TikTok as well. To be fair, as we wait for the final part of Q2 here. Meanwhile, if you're wondering about the football in for my country, which is Ireland. 2-1 at the moment at half time there in the playoffs. So that's pretty much it at the moment for this one. I kind of like multitasking in that one. Can't help it. Can't help the case. So we got Halford out on track, JSS also out on track, and Watson's out on track. Watson would be the first off the free to start pretty much the last runs here. I think Buckle about to start his final, going out on track for his final run. Watson start things off as he going through turn 1 there, third gear on entry. Now onto turn 2 before going to turn 3 here. Albanian one. Oh, Watson's gone squarely on the wheels, especially on turn 3 there. That's not ideal situation for Watson at all. He lost 3/10 for that. I think that would be not improving unless something massively will happen. JSS is follow suit there. 1-0 up. Is that in your playoff game there, Albo, if I'm not mistaken? Or what? Is it? Or just a friendly? Hayes retires in the pits in P6. She happy with her lap at the moment there. Fatty is not. He's back on track again. So JSS cross the line. P5 for him is Hayes and Hilly. Oh, what's the cover? Way to the barriers. And he got Plimbo in. But you start his lap. Thankfully he dodged him. And Plimbo started his lap. Bucko is currently on his lap there. Currently P11 for him. There. As he going through the back straight. He goes. Let's see what he does. Half his 10th up through the middle sector. He needs to be 109.671. If you someone put up that name, my god. Buckle's not happy with that one. Watson, he definitely got time for his one last run here. And Fatty started his lap. So, who further on ahead? That is Putnik. Currently on a lap here. As he going through the back straight. He goes. He's 3/10 up through, nearly 4/10 up through the middle sector of the track here. Let's see how he takes through the final couple of turns here. Downshift to 5th gear. Let's see how he does as he going through the fast right-hander. Cross the line for Putnik. Fastest at this very moment here. Fatty is next one to cross the line. Halford started his lap here. How about Fatty? P11, he's out of qualifying by 2,000 of a second here. Watson is currently on his lap, and Halford is also on his lap here. Bocco say messed up at the back end. Left-hander in sector 1. Lost 3/10 there, and the lap was done before it started. Oh no. Anyway, currently P12 at the moment. Not too bad for UK. As Watson stays where he is. I think that he steers he up to P4 there. Halford at the moment. He's currently in the drop zone here. He's 5 seconds clear than his previous. There's yellows. That is a McLaren. That is Putnik. I don't think you're allowed to retire on track if I'm not mistaken. There. As Halford, as he going through the banking, cross the line for Halford. Can he get into? No, he hasn't. He's out of qualifying. So there you have it. Plimbo, just 2,000 of a second ahead of Fatty. My goodness me. That is a close enough grid. Bocco shot with Adam got knocked out in Q2. I think he got a front ring damage, Bocco, which he did lose it through the banking. Well, the exit of turn 13 went into the barriers, and that's how it's happened. Evening Rovers, how are we? Well, Rovers, I'm pretty much in multitasking situation. I'm watching the Ireland game and watching here. You're welcome there, my man. And we got a black screen of death here again, similar to Q1 here, so that's not ideal at all. Ireland game, what channel? It is on Prime. I'm pretty much multitasking here at the moment. I think yours would be on Prime if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, but it's cost. But you may double check. But it's like multitasking. My goodness me. Anyway, Q3, you're about to start here, folks. As everyone is jumping out through the pit lane here. Raza is first one out on track on the kick Sauber here, followed by the two Red Bull, the sister teams of the Red Bull family, Klaus in the Red Bull and Hilly in the RB. Why I got? Yeah, see it there. I got a laptop in front of me, so hopefully I'm not messed it there. So anyway, Raza will start things off with Hilly to what part of Ireland? I would say through DMs, if you want to know. I don't want to, well, pretty much up. As Raza to start phase off, turn one through there, going through turn two we go, as Raza going through three, and we're playing against Czechia, well, Czech Republic if you like to call it. It's not called Czechia. No. As he 23.9 through the first sector. As we got going through turn 8 through 9 we go. He's got the Aston Martin there just ahead of him. That is Tulu on his outlap there. Thankfully moved out of the way for the kick Sauber here. As 48.0 through the middle sector as he going through the chicane. He goes as he going through the penultimate turn through the oh, that's a mistake from Raza. I think it was on the traction. He had to try to correct the car, and unfortunately his lap is done. Hilly's also lap is done there, and Plalos. What is going on with people who not setting laps and making a mistake here? And Hilly's set things off here. Gupta at the moment going through the final sector. 47.7 for himself. Steersy 109.2 to start things off for him. as the Alpine driver with Gupta chasing the championship. He's gone fastest at the moment with a 108.519 there. Now we got Putnik completing his lap there, followed by JSS. Follow suit here as Putnik P2 for himself. Good stuff indeed. JSS not on the flyer here, but Tulu is. Tulu is currently on a lap. I think both Aston Martins and Mercedes teams have both drivers in for Q3 section there. And Tulu, only a 10th off from Gupta here, 108.645 for himself. That is good stuff indeed. Yes, 2-1 indeed. Yes, indeed. Hopefully, get that Dublin game at this very moment on I think it's Tuesday to try and get in. No, speaking. Well, gone sidetrack. As Plalo's gone fastest. My mistaking. He's gone just over a 10th there ahead of Gupta, currently in P2 there. So let's see, as I think Haley going to improve 108.978 for the Racing Bulls driver here, as we got anyway, so JSS is going back into the pit lane. I think he's on low fuel mode if I'm not mistaken, as he's gone back into the pit lane there. So as we take a lull for a moment as we wait for part of qualifying here. So Plalos is leading the way in terms of qualifying. Professional pole for himself. Can he maintain the professional pole here? So he's got Gupta, who is chasing the championship. It's pretty much still all to play for at the moment. Tulu is definitely within the show. Let me get a photo up here. Or a prediction here. Great dashboard. Where were we? Stream manager, there we go. I'm looking to get a prediction up here, folks. I think I see JSS on track here. Let me get the. We got. Get your prediction in here, folks. I just put up a poll here for pole position here. I got 4 selected drivers here, plus offer. If you don't agree with that, please put in offer, and please specify what driver you think you're going to get pole position here. JSS, start things off here. With the final runs here. As he going through turn 1, we go. Third gear, he's covering the curve. He's about it, it's wrong. He should be enough. Let me get off my telemetry for the time being. Yes, he does have enough fuel to go for it again. Ooh, interesting. 42% we're going for Gupta. There's a slim hope for that one. So get your prediction in. Who you think you're going to get pole position? And risk here, Janet points. Otherwise, don't risk it all. Like sure someone does it last day, right? Right. Anyway, Raza will start things off for himself. Pretty much take, or is he going for back-to-back outlaps there? Yes, he is. He's going for back-to-back outlaps in fairness. So we're going back with JSS for the time being. To be fair, if he got enough, what you got enough to get 2 tires. Back-to-back outlaps. Why not? Plus he got the time for it as well. JSS, he got sliding through turn 1 as he going through turn 2 before going to 3 we go. The banking left we go. Now you're on to turn 4 through 5 before going to turn 6 we go. Now your long right-handers of turn 7 before going to turn 8 we go. Try up shift to 7, downshift to 6 through 8 before going to turn 9 we go. Now turn 10, 3rd gear on entry before going to the back straight. Before going to the chicane of turn 11 before turn 12, the sweeping left-hander. We go. Let's see what can JSS can do before the turn. Go into the final turn, and what time for the Mercedes driver can do as he going across the line to start 109.487, going up for P7 at this very moment. Now Raza currently on the lap here. He's just started off for him. Hilly start his lap. There, I think Plow has also started his at the moment. Yes, he is. First one off the leaders in the starting their laps here. Let's see what can Raza can do going through turn 9 through 10. Nicely does it through 3rd gear. Took it on the traction very nicely indeed. 47.9 through the middle sector as a McLaren here. That is Putnik. Move out of the way for him, which is nicely does it as he going through the final couple of turns there. Open up the DRS, using much of all of his battery. P5 for the kickstopper. We got Hilly next one to cross the line here. I think that is Steersy. No, that is JSS. So let's see what Hilly can do. He's at 200 of a second up through the middle sector. He stays where he at with a 108.797 there. As Plalos gone fastest at the moment with a 108.252. What about the Aston Martin of Tulu as he going across the line? Let's see how he does as he improves to P2 at the moment for the Aston Martin. Plalos at the moment currently on the lap here. Steersy 2/10 up through the middle sector. Let's see how he does it as he going across the line to set a 108.7. What about Gupta? P2 in the championship. How you can do cross the line for the Alpine driver. He's only a 10th off from Plalos. Plalos at the moment got pole. I think he will get the pole position. Putting a good debut for qualifying. P4 at the moment. He's only going off for P8 for her. And Plalos got pole position. And he's delighted with that one. With a 108.252 for himself. There you have it. Let me get the thing sorted out for you on the jet. Give me my home screen there, and also predictions, choose the outcome, which is parallels. There we go. Two viewers got the channel points here. That is good stuff indeed. And also I had to do hydrate. Thankfully I got a bottle of water here. Oh. There we go. Just down there. So Plows take pole position from Gupta in P2. Tulu starts from P3 with Putnik in P4. Illy P5 with Steersy in P6. Raza P7 with Hayes P8. JSS P9 and Plimball rounds out your top 10 here for this evening. Let me get that thing sorted. Where was it? Yes, I do. There we go. That's why you pint of Guinness is supposed to be better for hydration. Right. I don't know why. There's a priority of that is Guinness. I think some kind of video that made a priority that Guinness has protein in it. I don't know where the sources come from for some odd reason. It's like I don't make the source. Here, so what time are we on for the race here? Let me have a look. Sneaky look. Definitely, yeah, it is. I think it is 9:02 in the race start, which is absolutely grand. And also be aware of Moomin's AI car. So that's the one we keep an eye on. I think there was a chance for Ireland if I. Where's the bot? How are we? Where's the bot? This evening, I'm doing fantastic, man. I still haven't tried Pint of Guinness. My goodness me, it's like I think anywhere in Ireland would be best for Guinnesses. To be fair, not gonna lie. This is my own biased opinion. That's pretty much it. That's all I'm going to say. And I can't anybody not done. I would say, grab me if you. Your best bet would be in somewhere in the Irish pub. Oh, just seen it. What do you call it? Jason Malumbi hit the post there. Hello, Putnik. How are we there? Hopefully you all have a spectacular Thursday evening. At the moment, I'm pretty much stressed at the moment because I have to do a multitask for streaming and also watching the Ireland game, which is their formation lap. Yes, it is. Yes, it is formation lap, and yeah, sure, I won't find any issue finding a pub. Thank you for it. You're welcome, and plus, it pretty much Irish pubs is pretty much everywhere. To be quite frankly, so it's pretty much everywhere. I'm not gonna lie. I'm using the 5-minute break because what do you call it? Just a chat to use because like the Ireland game is in the back, pretty much in the background where I'm at, and also I'm stressing out because if Ireland do get a win, will be a home final playoff. 5-minute break because you need a pint now. I do. No bias. No bias whatsoever here, folks. So, did I see rain? Did I see rain? keeping you lucky. And also they pretty much are watching along that for the time being. Anyway, we got. This is going to be interesting because I think the tires are going to be on slicks to start things off. But I think it's going to be good luck on your team. My granddad is my granddad is Italian. My dad is everything. My goodness me! You got everything. Welfers. No Welsh. Oh no, no Welsh. Oh dear. I think your clock hit 9:02. I think we start to ready up here, folks. And it's raining at the moment here. It is lashing, I like to call it. Lashing down with rain. So I'd be interested to see how the drivers can do on the tyre strategy situation, because now it's started to rain. This could change the whole strategy point of view there for everyone. So that would be it to say. At least here we go for the formation lap here for the Dutch Grand Prix. Here Plaus starting from the medium tyres with Gupta and Toulouse, both starts on the hards here, hoping to held position from the very first lap. There, Putnik started on the soft tyres in P4 with Hilly down to Raza on the mediums. Hayes herself started on the hards there, and JSS on the mediums. Plimbo and Fatty on the hards. Buckle on the softs, Watson on the mediums, Alfred on the hards, Moomin on the softs. Oh, I could get the bars here. Mamo and Jeffina on the mediums here, with Kev and Goomba on the hards, and Albo at the back on the mediums. Here we go indeed. Here for 36 laps, around 4.2 kilometer long track here, folks, and or if you prefer miles, it is 2.6 mile long track here. So I do see rain forecasts, because that's pretty much a spoiler alert here as we about to get things underway. Thank you, Railfish. Thank you. Pretty much needed it to start the Dutch Grand Prix here. Here comes the rain. Here we go. As we wait for Albo to line up to the grid here. Here we go for the Dutch Grand Prix. First light, second. Oh, give me a glitch. Lights out, away we go. It's a decent, good getaway from Gupta from NP2 as he goes side by side into turn 1. Can he get the lead out on track here? Both Plalos and Gupta still going side by side through turn 2 and 3 respectively, as both of them still going side by side. Putnik got the position from Tulu, as both of them still going side by side through the S's we go, as Gupta looking to hold the position as he had to back out through this one. We go as Putnik's up to P3 already. A good start from the McLaren driver who making his debut this evening. Here Albo up to 5 position from the very first lap. That's Toulouse gone right from the exit of turn 10, unfortunately. I think that is the front front left gone missing here. He had to move out of the way for pretty much everyone. Here. No. Lap 1 complete. Flawless lead from Gupta currently in P2. Currently his situation here is try hold on to that position as much as he can. As Raza going to try right the outside. Through Tarzan. Bit of contact as we going through turn 2. Raza got the possession here, and he's up to P3 already. Here as Halford going to try battle out with Watson here, going through the banking, and that is a good move from Halford here. He's up to P11 already. Now he's chasing down Buckle for P10 here at this very moment as Watson is trying hold on to him as much as he can. I think they were on the sea. He's way onto the grass here. And he had to let the drivers behind go through there. Albo making a good start off the line from the back here. Up to P13 as he going to try go round the outside of Mammal here. Through there. Can he hold it on the inside? Yes he does. He's up to P12 already. A good start from the Williams driver who we're serving this evening here. As meanwhile, with battle for a lead here, Gupta takes the lead of the race from the hard tires compared to the medium runner of Carlos at this very moment. So as things stand here, so 6 points was the gap here going into this race, so we would be up to 24 points lead, if I'm not mistaken, going to the last few rounds here of the season here. I think Putnik's tyres is gone. Grip is gone at the moment here. He's struggling to keep up with the two cars in front of him at the moment here, as Raza is going to try have a sneaky look on the inside at the back guy on this occasion. No. All he can do as he going through the final 2 turns off the track here, as he's using the DRS and using the battery as he's going up, going to get the move done, simple as you like it. He's up to P3 of the race here at this very moment. Here, Robbo further down on the track rise here. Halfway call up to Buckle here for P10 at this very moment, as Buckle is doing very well at the moment here, but he's, as there's rain here, as no, this is going to be interesting. Watson is in on enters here. Is it too soon? We soon find out on that one. Making a, let's see what kind of drivers can do, as I think Gupta here, as that is, oh, Putnik was onto the gravel here, and his Hilly got through, and so does Hazy, looking to get through as well, as Hazy looking on the inside here. Halford got by Buckle for Pete. Oh, there's pace action here, folks. Stiersey and Putnik enter the pits here for, as there's yellows here. I think there was contact. I think was Buckle is round through turn 1. What has happened there? We're not too sure. Stiersey on the enters, Putnik on the enters, so does Kev on enters there. Is that the right call, or is it too soon here at this very moment here? So let's see how it pans out for this time round. Raza is closer on Gupta at the moment. Gupta is trying his luck on the hards. He's trying, hope the track doesn't go damp as soon as possible for his race to go through. Otherwise, it's like Netherlands 2023 with the rain on lap 1. It pretty much is, to be fair. And speaking of that, Gupta and Plalos going side by side into Tarzan corner, as both of them still going at it. There's been a contact there, and more contact. Oh! And as Raza got through of Gupta for P2 of the race. That's not an ideal situation if you're a Gupta position at the moment here. Seriously, JSS and Albo both on enters here. So I think, is it the time now? As Tulu got by Watson. The period of time that is maybe too soon there at this very moment of the race here. As Ryan said, it's a bit like Netherlands 2023 when the rain, everyone is staying on slicks here while the rain is dropping down here, as Plalos and Raza going about to be side by side. I think seriously got by movement here, as Raza got through of Plalos to take the lead of the race here, with Plalos currently in P2 at this very moment here. So that top 3 battle is starting to get intensified here at this very moment. There's dots on the track here. That's pretty much a telltale sign that could be going on enters anytime soon here, as meanwhile Moomin losing good loss of position. JSS went the back of Moomin here, and it, unfortunately for JSS, he did went the back of that Red Bull, and to be fair, it's now on into conditions here. So when at this very moment here, lap set, as we're about to end lap number 7 of the race, we're about to start lap number 8 here. I think drivers who's on slicks here are going to be on enters here, as Chevy not losing good few positions here, as the top 3 stays out, as Plalos going to try to regain the lead of the race down the inside for Tarzan. We go as Plalos try to hold on in, as he does got the move done for P1 of the race here, with Raza having follow up going for it, but he's too far back. Jeffy not sent to the pits here, and so does Buckle. Now this is interesting. Pit lane loss time is not too far. I think it's roughly around 20 seconds, I think it was, because of its speed increase to from 60 to 80 kph. As hold on, that is Gupta going up the inside of Raza here, as both of them going side by side. Gupta through of Raza up to P2 of the race here. Audacious move from the Alpine driver, and he got the job done for this one. No, he won't get the DRS. No, it's bit sliding moment here. The top 3 stays out for another lap here. I think the drivers behind them are now entering the pits here. Gupta and Plalos going side by side into Tarzan, and Gupta hold firm on this one. Takes the lead of the race. Now, take action here. Hilly enters. Hayes also entered. Plimbull also enters. No! It's now the right time to call it. Hilly is able to get back on track here, as Steersy and Hayes was going side by side. Steersy able to get ahead of the Haas here, as Hayes is going Haley got a 10 for speed in the pit lane. Oh no. No. Let's see how the race pans out. With Steersy, one of the first people did enter the pits here. Go on, enters for this run. Gap to leader. I think Haley is inside the pit lane lost time range here. Gupta has increased his lead here, but he's going to enter the pits now with Plalos, and Plalos is Raza stays out here, and Halford stays out as well. Now Gupta on to enter, so does Plalos here. So let's see how Malmo got 10 seconds for speed in the pit lane as Hilly got the job done on Gupta, but Gupta is in behind that RB car here. Hayes is closing on that Mercedes car at this very moment here. She's going to try. Please don't tell me she's going very. Thankfully she doesn't. She was thinking about it, but it's like not quite whatsoever at this very moment here. The gap is closing on Down, who's currently out in the lead to the gap to the enters here. As Gupta is, the DRS is still enabled for some reason. As sliding moment from Gupta here. Where is Plalos at? He's P9 at the moment. In the traffic. So that would be, to say the least. They try to stay out because they think the rain is not lasting that long. So that might be the call for both of them. But is it the right one? Is it the right call to stay out? We're going to soon find out on that one. As I think Raza are going to be entering the pit lane anytime soon. To be fair to him, as I think Steersy is closing on in to the two cars who's leading that train, which is Hilly, and I think that's Halford. It's slowing down. Hilly able to cut back up to the first one on the slicks. Here as he going up the end. Got the job done. What about Gupta? Gupta is going to try and follow suit. As Halford! Sliding moment there. As the Ferrari, the cars on the slicks is struggling to get the traction here. Halford losing all sorts of positions here. As Raza finally accepts a defeat here. As he's entering the pits here. Halford's realised he can't get into the pits here. As Albo going up the inside. Got the job done. And so does Plalos as well. No. Raza is at defeat on that one. As unfortunately for that Ferrari of Halford here, he's pretty much dropping like flies at the moment. I think he for one, he's looking to go into the pit lane, try to change on enters, but he soon realised that there's a car alongside him that he can't even go in there, so that might be the case as well. Hilly leads the way on track here. Von Gupta currently in P2. Steersy currently in P3. Making a gamble early going. Could soon to be paid off at this very moment. With Hayes currently in P4. Albo is currently P5, folks. So he's definitely not. He's definitely in for a shout for the podium here at this very moment. As Gupta going up the inside. of Hilly for the race lead here. And he's got the job done. Or Hilly looking for a switchback. As not quite. There's thing battling in behind. Hayes got through of Steersy. Plalos got ahead of Albo. They're switching positions here at the moment. Plalos going to try to get the move done on Steersy. Going through the S's. As he going up the inside. Through the long right-hander. Oh my goodness me! Contact it was. Oh my goodness me! He's going for it again. Through turn 9 there. As Steersy's hold firm on that one. He's battling ever so hard. Going to try through. Oh, well, my voice is about to be sore as well. Plalos and Steersy still going side by side. Plalos was even on the gravel here, losing a couple positions here. What is Halford doing? Well. He pretty much gambling at the moment here. My voice crack is gone. My voice is gone. As Plalos going up the inside through Tarzan against Steersy. Here, Steersy trying to hold it on the inside here. As Plalos got the move done. So does Albo. Oh no! Contact it was, but thankfully he's got the car the right way round. As Plimbo looking to follow suit as well. I need a drink after that action. My goodness me! So we got Raza on the freshest of the inters at the moment here. He's trying his luck here at the moment. What Adam doing? I think he's looking to, if I'm not mistaken, he's hoping to get the the rain to not last long at the moment here for his race, but I think he could be onto something. That's why he stayed out here. Oh, that's JSS and Putnik. Sorry about that, folks. There was definitely contact. I think JSS set defeat on that one as there's cars entered the pit lane. Oh my goodness me! Halford is onto something. Halford is onto something. Ryan said, "Let Halford cook it." Pretty much, he looked like he got the strategy spot on, but he's going back out ahead of the cars on freshest tires at the moment here. What is happening? I don't know. This is one of the strangest races I ever seen one. My goodness me. Halford is currently P6. He could potentially take the lead of the race at the moment here. 22 seconds from the lead of Gupta at this very moment. With Hayes could be on prime position for her race win as well, as Hayes are going up the inside. As Hayes got the job done for P6 of the race. Halford's Gupta, Hilly, Raza all entered the pit lane. Hilly had to serve a 10-second time penalty there. Meanwhile, in the Ireland game, 10 minutes to go. No, Hayes. Well, speaking of, I think I may have changed her on that one. And Halford is currently P4 of the race at this very moment here. Plalos going to try side by side through the SS as Plalos got the job done. Good move from Plalos. Up to P4 of the race. Here, now he's catching to Hayes here for P3 here. No, the rest of the cars are able to pit there, folks. So as we're nearly halfway mark of the race here, this is kind of like, okay, it could have everything, to be fair to it. Like, my voice could have gone everywhere at one part of the race. Now all of a sudden, right, start dry race, then enters, now try again. As here go Plimbo up the inside, so does Albo, going to try, it's Lock again, up the inside there for Albo, and he's got it done for P4 and 5 respectively for both drivers here. As Raza back into the pits, he's back on track on P8 here. The question is, can they make it to the end on them set of hard compound tires? Gupta did use the first set of the hards at the start of this race, bear in mind, but he doesn't need to change his tires compounds, in fairness to him, because nearly everyone went on inters, and apart from Halfer, who haven't stayed out during that duration of the race here. So we got Buckle Steersy for P12 of the race here at this very moment. Here, Albo is he got the DRS of Plambeau going through the main straight, using all of his factory down on the main straight. He's going to try round the outside through Tarzan. He got Plimbo going to try fire through there, but Albo pretty much got the job done for P4 of the race. Now he's catching up to Plalos, he's in the battle with Hayes for P2 of the race. Now, we got a battle between Buckle and Steersy. As I think Buckle went onto the curve when he caught the end of it, to be fair, and Steersy stays where he at for P12 there. Is it some kind of issue for Steersy? We're not sure at the moment here. Tulu is still out on the inters, by the way, folks. He's going to try to do inter slicks here, as Jeffy not going. It's all the back of that Aston Martin. As we have to go back up to P2 here. As here goes Platos, soon past the Red Bull, no, Haas driver for P2 of the race. Now he's catching the race leader of Gupta here, folks. As now Haley and Raza has now caught up to Halfer here. Halfer is trying to do a one-stop race here at this very moment. No. As meanwhile, Jeffy not have got to loop because he has entered the pits there. Now, what an interesting tale of the times here. What kind of analogy you put up there, Dylan? Here, as Hilly is all back of that Ferrari. He's looking to get by him, but he's got an onrushing kick Schauber car in behind to try to follow suit. Now at the moment, Halfer is trying to do a one-stop race. As we about to start, we start lap number 20 of the race here. As Halfer pretty much a quarter of a ball in this situation. It could be free abreast into turn 1 here. Yes, it does. And here goes Hilly and Raza. Raza going to hold it on the inside, going through Tarzan. And Hilly got through off Halfer here for P2, P6 of the race here. No. Let's see how it pans out here on that one. at this very moment. Here, Rasa is closing on in. Let's see how it goes for that battle. Is getting intensified. Hayes is still keeping up with Plalos at the moment here. As Hayes is closing on in on Plalos here. As Raza got through of Haley for P6 of the race here. No. He got the job done for that one. JSS looking to go side by side with Putnik as JSS got the job done for this one. Or has he? And he's them two going side by side. He got the job done for that one. For P9. Here, and he's 2-2. My goodness, man. And this yellows is for a lap car. I think it was. Yes, indeed. It was a lap car of Mr. Moomin. He did say he felt ill. Get well soon, Moomin. There. And now I think Hayes has got good race pace around this one. Here. So keep up with, as there's yellows, I think it is for Watson if no. Oh, Mamo it was. So Mamo is going to take the excursion here. As Halford finally he's entered the pits. Ah, he got the 10 seconds. I think Ryan did jinx him on letting him cook part. And Putnik entered the pits here. And he's changed to the front wing. He must have got damage for himself, unfortunately. There. And Fatty as well. No. Oh no! That is Hayes gone round into the. She touched the grass on entry of turn 10 there. Oh no! She's dropping positions here. Dropping about 4 positions. No. 2 positions here. As there's another yellows, I think it was for JSX. I think it was. I don't know if it's a glitch or something like that. Anyway, lap number 23 of the race here. As I think that is. Oh! Oh my. That is AI of Moomin there. That was a lap car. In fact. And now, by the way, it's no ghosting, so that's why the drivers have to be careful on going for the overtakes on lap cars there. Now, at this very moment, here, so we're looking at Gupta currently P1, Plalos P2. He's trying to chase down the race leader himself. Albo currently in P3. It's starting from the back with his qualifying bang. Up to P3 for himself. Absolutely good stuff indeed from the Albanian driver. Now, we're looking at Hayes, looking to try to get past Plimbo. Plimbo is making a good enough season debut for himself as a full-time driver. Here, as both of them going side by side into turn 2, going to turn 3. Can Hayes hold it on the inside? Can she does it on the traction here? Both of them going side by side. Through there, through the S's we go. As we keep eye on both of them on track here. Plimbo keep hold of the position here. As meanwhile, that is Raza lurking in behind. At this very moment, he has a sneaky look on the inside of the Haas. And again, not quite at the moment here. So, I think that is Fatty and Oh, there was contact. Fatty was on the apex, I think it was. It went onto the curb, it was. Not too sure on that one. There. So, Raza. As Raza going squarely. I think Plimbo going to try to hold it on the inside. Hayes is going to try to go right on the outside. Through Tarzan. We go. Can she hold it? Yes, he does. He takes P4 off the race here. As now, Raza going to try to hold. Looking for the inside, not quite. Here. As Bocco enters the pits here. Lasted only 10 laps there for the hards. For Bocco here. So is that a warning sign for drivers who's on the hard compound tyres there? We may find out on that one. Let's see. Hold on. That is track limit warnings for Albo there. He had to be careful on that one. He was overtaking Gutenberg for not as he. No. That battle is so over. He's even onto the grass there. As Finn Hayes was going on into the pit lane there. Albo entered the pits there. As Raza and Plimbo going side by side into Tarzan. As Raza got the job done for P3 of the race. Albo another set of hards and Hayes onto a set of medium compound tyres. Is that them two to the end of the race? We should find out. I think them two should be making it to the end here. So that's my best guess at the moment. But with this track, it would be higher tyre wear. It's kind of like who's knows situation at this very moment of the race. So we're seeing Watson, Mamo got by Watson for P14 of the race here. As that battle is still getting intensified here, unless Plimbo or Raza going to the pit lane here. That's the other side of things. As meanwhile, Hayes got just caught up to Steersy at the moment. Raza entered the pits. As meanwhile, Hayes is looking to try to get past that Mercedes driver of Steersy. As Steersy going to try to hold it on the inside. Hayes is going to try to go for it on the outside. And he's got the job done on that one. No, oh, that is Raza. As Raza, I think that undercut attempt works for Hayes' case. As now, Hayes is going to try to go for it. Yes, he does. It's up to P6 of the race here. Now he's catching to Albo here. As Raza got by of JSS for P7 here. As Hayes has gone to the gravel. Hayes is way onto the gravel here. Oh no. So now we all seen how brutal the tyre wear is taking effect. Look at Plowloss front left here, folks. His front left is taking a massive beating here as Plimbo enters the pits here to put on a set of medium compound tyres. Good to have a set, having used a set of medium compound tyres as of yet. I think that was Albo gone for a squirrely moment, if I'm not mistaken. It was. And Steersy able to get ahead of Plimbo. No. At this very moment here, Plimbo is going to have a go of Steersy. And he's got it moved on for P6 of the race here. Strategy is a pretty much strategy race altogether. Fatty's entered the pits as Plavos entered the pits. And he's going on to the set of hard compound tyres. That would be definitely him to the end of the race here. What about Gupta in his case? Well, what about Hilly? Hilly's opted to stay out here. Where is Plavos and Hilly going to be at the end of? Then, as Plavos able to get out ahead of that Racing Bull driver. Hayes got by Steersy for P7 of the race here. Actually, try to catch up to Plimbo for P6 here. So he tried to get the undercut on Plimbo, I think it was. And I think the mistake went onto the curb. Might have cost her this one. No. The race is pretty much well and truly on. As here goes Gupta from the race lead. Enters the pits inward spawn. Is he going? No, he's going on to the set of medium compound tyres. Where is Plavos? He's entering the penultimate turn through the banking. And there is Gupta. Here we go. Is it the mediums or is it the hards? There. The gap is now down to 3.8 seconds. Here. With 7 laps to go of the race here. Now, the race is pretty much well and truly on. Pen situation. Albo got 3 for track limits. Halford got 10 for speeding and Watson got 20 for 10 each for speeding there. I think JSS entered the pit lane there. So much pit action go on here this evening, folks. As Buckle is near, he's getting close to the top 10 position ever so closely for himself there. As JSS back out in P14 there. Hold on. As Watson got by Kev for P16 of the race, or has he? As Watson gone deep, Kev got through of that Williams driver there. Now, here we go. Hilly against Albo on the main straight. Hilly, and he got by very easily on the main straight. As we're entering the closing stages of this race. Halford got through of Steersy for P8. Here, he got a 10-second time penalty. I think it not changes much for Halford. There, it only loses 1 position at the very least. There. So, Hilly at the moment, he's looking to do a one-stop here. But look at his front left. Here, taking a massive beating here, folks, as he tried to hold on as much position as he possibly could. Fatty is behind him considering out on track position wise. Malmo's entered the pits onto the soft tyres, and Gupta set the fastest lap of the race with 5 laps to go here. And thankfully for Gupta, he able to get ahead of Malmo here, because he now being lapped here, unfortunately. As now we got pretty much here. Raza is closing on in on Hilly. Hilly is pretty much holding on main position he possibly could. So he's on one of the drivers oldest of the hard compound tyres. Here he's on. He had a right end plate missing here, so that's not an ideal situation. As Raza looking to try to get a move, I think he's better off to wait around for the time being. Let's see how it does for Raza's case. He's he's back in as he's on the main straight here. Let's see if Raza can do it. He's got the job done for P4 of the race here. Now Plimbo is closing in on Hilly there. What you have missed? Well, pretty much everything. You got dry to start things off, and wet, well, pretty much rain, then back to dry, back to nice sunny conditions here. That's pretty much what you have missed there, James. So that's pretty much the case. The gap is now 4.5 seconds here. Gupta is leading away here, but it's now the hard tires start to work for Plalos here. Or is it too little too late here? Evening, Sorsha. Are we? And that's pretty much the case here. Plimbo is all about that racing bull of Hilly there. He's pretty much trying to get the job done. Oh, the roof, it's snappy there. Let's see it get the job done. He's got the job done for P5 of the race here. As now, as Halford enters the pits, and he's got another 10 seconds for speed in the pit lane as well. No. So that's pretty. As Tulu is close on in on Jeffy there for P12. But pretty much as Tulu has got the job done for P11 here. Try to get him. I think I may have jinxed him doing well season debut. Well, I kind of do. Well, that's Plimbo there. Plimbo is doing a good debut here this evening, folks. As JSS and Jeffy there, as JSS is like not quite at the moment. We're in the penultimate lap of this race here. I think Gupta looks set to get his 4th race win of the season here. With Flalos, I think he got too much to catch up on Gupta here. Unless if there are any mistakes possible here. I think Raza is closing on in on Albo here. Albo, I think he's slowing down a bit here at this very moment here. Plimbo is in no man's land. JSS and Jeffy. JSS got the job done for P12 here at this very moment here. Now Gupta starts the final lap of this race here. It is a very eventful race altogether, folks. Gupta started from P2 of the race, takes a race lead briefly at the early goings with Plalos, and with Plalos in the lead at that time. With the inters going round, it's like who stay out the longest, and Gupta was pretty much one of them people to stay out the longest. Proved to be vital, and pretty much on this second try stint, he's pretty much leading away up to the very end. As he about to come across the very final corner, there's yellows there. JSS gone round at the banking. As Gupta going across the final couple of corners here, and to win the Dutch Grand Prix in dominant fashion here. Gupta takes on the. Oh no! That's Plalos went onto the gravel, onto the curb there. As Plalos pretty much frustrated with himself there. P2 for him. And Albo comes on in P3 there. Well, that's a P2 in fact. And Albo P3. Well, that's a P3 if I'm not mistaken, and Albo P4. Unless any time penalties apply. Stacey and... Oh, Stacey having raced to the line, I think it was to... Watson... No, wait, was it a Williams car? Bocco is going to finish up his best position this season. P9 for himself. Good stuff indeed. And Halfer ends up in P12 there. And JSS, way up for JSS to round us off here for the Dutch Grand Prix. Big win for for Gupta. It is a big win in terms of the championship. His 4th race win of the season for Gupta here. Bocco is a man in form there. I think P9 if I'm not mistaken here. So Bocco is doing great. Absolutely doing very well as of late, to be fair to him. So let's get through final classification before we round us off here in the Sandy Beach in Sandford here. Gupta takes home your race win with Raza, well, pretty much Plowos in P2. Raza comes home in P3 with Albo P4. Plimpo P5 with Hayes in P6. Hilly P7 with Stacey in P8. Bocco P9, great result for him. Tulu P10, Putnik P11, Jeffy P12, Alpha P13, JSS P14, Mamo, Kev, Goomba, Fatty and Watson and Moomin. Moomin did not part time because he was ill, unfortunately. That is it from WAOF1. Let me get someone here to read here. Thank you very much, folks. Let me see. May as well. You know what? May as well do raid if I'm not mistaken. Who we shoot raid? As we got enough people here. Nah, leave it. Ah, thank you. Well, there's no on extra time there, mate. Who we shoot? I'll leave it as it is. Thank you all for jumping on to the stream. It's much appreciated. I know you'll lie down afterwards. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your evening. Take it easy and peace.